Hello, beautiful people. This is Life Law Podcast. I am your host, Debbie Joycey Ajom. Welcome to the show. My people, how not day? This life ain't easy. I won't lie. It's been so hectic, but I made a promise and I'm going to keep to my word. I'm going to be consistent this year. No dulling, no starving, you guys. I'm going to feed you and feed you and feed you till you grow a punch. So, this is episode 2 of Dreams in KHAKI. I started the short story collection last year after I returned from NYSC Camp. But somehow, I got stuck in the writer's block. Life just took over and I was overwhelmed and could not continue. But I'm going to continue. So this is the second story in the short story collection. I hope you really enjoy it. So this is a work of creative non-fiction. While all the stories in this collection are true, many parts have been fictionalized in varying degrees for various reasons, and some names and identifying details have been changed to protect the privacy of the people involved. For this episode, the title of our story is Ajuwaya.
She tell me she tired for that guy. She tell me make her just come direct. My coffee that she they make her wet.
The group let out a collective sigh of exasperation and frustration at the sound that had come to haunt them in the past 2 weeks. It was 3:45 p.m. By 4, it would be time for parade, and everyone was expected to be there at the parade ground. "Let's round up before the soldiers get here," the president of the social crew said. He spoke like his tongue was too big to receive full and convenient accommodation in his mouth. "And I've not even had my lunch," someone grumbled. The guy who had suddenly taken a liking to tofu while in the camp was eating the meal at the bench next to the wall. "Hey, sorry, ko?" He sympathized on a mouthful of tofu and stew. The girl whom his words were meant for eyed him disdainfully. "I don't blame you. Now because he did chop." She was a stunning woman who had smooth ebony skin and hair, the huge scar on her right arm, like a torn page of a novel, the only imperfection on her body. Voices sprang up in the group seated on benches under a canopy outside the big hall that served as a venue for meetings and social nights. "When will this end? Like, I want to go home. It's much past even necessary. I pray rain falls." Guys, the president clapped as he tried to restore decorum. "Please, we don't have time again. Let's come to an agreement on the t-shirts." A hush fell, but in the distance, corps members had started filtering to the parade ground, dressed in all white from t-shirts to shoes, the official NYC face cap that came in a dull, almost depressing green on their heads. Most of them had sunglasses on their faces and water bottles in hand. "Those in favor of color blue, say aye." It was the secretary of the social crew, a beautiful but plump girl who always wore a no-nonsense look. Before the bugle was blown, they had been discussing the upcoming social crew nights and the activities of the day. In order to stand out from their fellow corps members, they had decided to get customized t-shirts. "Aye," the group chorused. "The ayes have it," the secretary announced and banged her water bottle on the bench, a shallow imitation of the gavel being hit by the judge in a courtroom. The president continued, "We've already made inquiries about the cost of the t-shirts and printing in Mami Market, and we're all going to contribute 4K. Instantaneously, there was a low murmur of disapproval in the group. There was only 1 week left of camp, and the corps members were surviving on thin finances. Sparing 4,000 naira for just a t-shirt to be worn once was not a wise investment. "Oh yeah, beg, make una calm down," the president placated. "What's the matter? That 4K get us a bill." The ugliest guy in the gathering lamented. All around him came sounds of acquiescence. The president sighed. No wahala. Let's see if we can work with 3-5. But I'd still have to do some begging and bargaining since it's a bulk order. Now, before we go, the sound of the bugle cut the president off disrespectfully. It sounded so close, like the soldier wielding the traumatizing weapon was standing right there, threatening them to disperse or face his wrath. Hurriedly, the president summarized the agenda of the meeting and the agreed upon plan. Every member was supposed to write down their preferred names to be printed on the back of the shirts and pay the money into the treasurer's account. It was 4 on the dot. In the distance, more corps members trooped to the parade ground, looking like angels in the heavenly bodies.
Ajuwaya!
Shouted the soldier in charge of drilling the corps members on the parade ground. He was a dark man, well over 6 feet tall, with a full mustache set against an otherwise clean-shaven face that carried the severity of colonial men. His khaki trousers always sat high on his stomach, accentuating his long legs, and his boots thumped on the ground with each step. He pointed his baton at the social crew members still seated under the canopy and roared again.
Ajuwaya! What are you still doing here? Can't you see that it's time for parade?
The president raised a hand like a pupil seeking permission to speak. Sir, we're just having a brief meeting. We'll be done very soon. The soldier adjusted his beret while considering the situation.
5 minutes. I give you 5 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Everyone shouted joyfully. They would rather skip the entire parade activity, but a few more minutes of relaxation would suffice. The soldier turned away, barely concealing his smile from the group. On the road between the parade ground and the hall, a group of 2 girls and 2 boys were walking majestically toward the parade ground.
All of you there.
The soldier turned his attention to the approaching corps members.
Double up!
When they ignored his command, he repeated himself.
Ajuwaya! I said double up!
Whenever a soldier used the command double up, it meant a sense of urgency and corps members were supposed to run. These corps members knew, yet chose to disobey.
Okay. All of you don't dare, Fabi.
The soldier said more to himself than the culprits.
Oh yeah, nurse down!
One of the girl's buttocks met the tarred ground, obviously losing her resolve to disobey, unlike her companions. By now, the little drama was beginning to invite spectators. Some nosy corps members perched themselves close by on the field, and even the social crew members had paused their meeting to watch how the scene would unfold.
You!
The soldier pointed to the girl who'd obeyed his order.
Go! The rest of you, nurse down!
He pulled out his cell phone and called for backup. Begrudgingly, the 3 sat on the ground, the only girl placing a handkerchief on the ground before sitting down.
Ajuwaya, remove that hanky now before I slap you!
She did as told, a wry smile on her face. The onlookers whispered amongst themselves as they wondered why the corps members were proving to be stubborn.
I'll use you 3 as scapegoats. Stay there, don't go anywhere.
His face contorted with rage, and as he spoke, he retrieved their ID cards that were hanging on their necks. It was almost as if the heavens were in agreement with the soldier. The sky turned black in a matter of seconds, the clouds disappearing completely. The angels in white on the parade ground ran in different directions, seeking for shelter from the darkness and incoming rain. But on the tarred road, hunched over, were 3 bodies. And even when the rain fell in fat drops, like the angels in heaven were crying for the punishment yet to be meted on the 3 disobedient souls, they remained on the ground, drenched and shivering.
Now wow, they no go back.
The president of social crew thought aloud. The meeting had dissolved, and the group now huddled beneath the canopy, beyond the rain's reach. The soldier stood under the shed facing the parade ground, sheltered from the heavy downpour, his eagle eyes fixed on his scapegoats. He wore a trench coat in army colors and held himself ramrod straight. Somewhere in the distance, the bugle could still be heard.
tell me say I'm the get that time. I tell her me she no go forget.
Thank you so much for making it this far. You have come to the end of this episode. What do you think? I know you enjoyed it. I don't want to even think that you did not enjoy it. I know you did. Sadly though, you can't leave a review or a comment on Spotify because that feature has been removed. But you can definitely vote in the poll or message us at lifelong_podcast on Instagram or TikTok to just let us know what you loved most about this episode. What do you think? Have you been to NYSC Camp? Did you ever experience something like this? Do you have other experiences that you think I should write about? Let me know. Do you have any ideas or suggestions as to how we can improve this podcast? Let me know. I'm also available on all social media platforms. Just check the show notes for my Linktree link and then hit me up. Let's discuss. Do share this episode, please, to friends, family, foes, every single person in your life, everyone you know who'd enjoy the stories, who loves to read, who loves to listen to stories. Just share this podcast with them. And do not forget to rate us. Give us 5 stars because you know we deserve it, and that's on period. Thank you so much. So we've switched things up a little, as you can tell. Our soundtrack is different. This is a collab with a friend. So, if you want us to feature your song on our podcast, we're bringing back song features on our podcast. So if you want us to do that, if you've got a friend who sings, or if you sing and you don't want us to feature your song on our podcast, just message us and let's collaborate. If you've got any other ideas, we're open to collaborations, to partnerships, to every single thing that will make us grow. Please, we're just a DM away. Thank you so much for listening. Follow and subscribe because we're going to be back in 2 weeks and I bet you don't want to miss out. Okay? Do that. Thank you. I remain your host, Debbie Dorisajom. Have a wonderful February. And oh, by the way, my birthday is on the 12th, so you can start sending me money now. Ciao.
She want to say, we go all over her head, we go all over her neck, we go, but she want protect, revenge.